here, this asshole here. Okay. And then you go share. No, you go to her page. That's fine. That's fine. Let it run. Hey, Sean Bond. What's going on? Thank you.
30 seconds. There they are.
Hey, Charles. How are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you.
$200 gift cards in will call. $10 Just ask for one.
Hi everyone, I'm Carey Pena and welcome to a Starry Night, an ARTrageous Gala presented by Scottsdale Arts. It is an incredible night celebrating 20 years of SMOCA, the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art. And this entire complex has been transformed into a beautiful red carpet experience that we will be bringing you over the next 60 minutes. And right now I'm here with the chair of this event, Oscar De La Salle, and a huge proponent of the arts. Oscar, congratulations on putting this all together. First, tell folks who are watching why this is such a big deal.
Well, I have a history with this institution. I have a history of perhaps the 20 years that it's been opened. My first landing in town was 20 plus years ago, and then about 19 years ago I knocked the door of the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art. It touched my heart the fact that in the Southwest, no more, no less, we have a contemporary museum of art. That brought me in, and ever since I've been visiting frequently at that time, and then I decided to join the board 12 years ago. So I think it's quite important to sustain these type of institutions.
This is a very exciting time for Scottsdale Arts, and as we take a few shots showing people the red carpet arrivals here, this institution is getting national attention.
Yeah, finally, I think after 20 years, we have seasoned our type of events, our type of culture. Our collection is quite impressive. We have, I could be wrong, but it's like more than 20,000 objects. I don't know. Gary will be coming here to like correct me on
Gert is the
that
CEO.
one.
He's going to be coming up the red
I
carpet in
know.
just a few minutes.
People are arriving, but so are the locals. They're like getting out of the red carpet, actually, so we have to teach them how it is. But thank you so much.
Well, as the viewers are looking, let's go ahead and take a shot of the perspective here, because you've created something that is truly innovative here. Set the scene for what the Murmuration exhibit is behind us and what you wanted to create for this evening.
What I wanted to do is to highlight the locals, highlight our people, like you, like Vanessa Reese, like Javier Soto, like Gabriel Elisha, which is one of our jazz groups that are going to be singing today, performing. I wanted to make sure that we highlight our own talent, and the things that we do locally. I'm very passionate about the world of arts and what can we do as a community. That's why I'm standing here hosting this wonderful event and celebrating SMOCA.
And before I let you go, because I know you want to meet and greet everyone, but Scottsdale Arts touches some 600,000 people through their various programs. It's music, it's theater, it's modern art exhibits. I mean, it's really expansive.
So yeah, it's 600,000 people a year, and that includes children's, veterans, disabled people. I mean, the amount of programs that we have here, or they have, I'm just speaking in first person because I love this institution, is incredible. The fact that 600,000 citizens come here to open their minds, to create a momentum in their heart, to be able to dream is incredible. In times like the ones that we have right now, I think dreaming and seeing the world in colors is a good thing.
It's beautiful. And tell us about the exhibit behind us, the Murmuration.
Murmuration is a commission that the Scottsdale Museum of Art did to a group. It's called Squid Soup. they are out of London, and we had actually one of the biggest attendances last year in one installation they did inside the museum. They did this installation for, I think it was 2 months, and we had incredible success with it. So the museum decided to bring them back and create this wonderful, wonderful exhibit or installation that that replicates how the birds fly in Arizona when winter comes. That's why they lead in different colors.
Well, I see all of our guests are arriving right now. So
Yes.
as we're live, I mean, this is how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and call up, if you can, call up Gerd. Gerd Woosterman is the CEO of Scottsdale Arts, and he has been getting national recognition for what he is bringing here, a fierce, new, bold, innovative focus to what can become of the Scottsdale art scene. And it's incredible to see how much the momentum has been building here in Arizona. Gerd is a national talent. Let me bring you on up, and your beautiful wife here. Welcome to our live event. Nice to see you guys. You look so gorgeous. So we have our cameraman right here. Let's get this out of the way first and talk about your dress, shall we?
Oh, yes, we might as well.
You got this at TBC, To Be Continued. Tell us about it.
Well, I spotted it online, and lo and behold, it was in the store in town, and it's mine now.
You look so gorgeous. And go ahead, if you would, and introduce yourself to the audience. I know you're an amazing artist in and of yourself.
Thank you. I'm Cece Cole. I'm moved here a year and a half ago with my husband, Gerd, for his job, and we love it.
Oh, Gerd, step on in and let's talk about this. I have so much to ask you. This is the CEO, and we'll go ahead and all tuck in here so we can speak real quickly here. First and foremost, I mean, you're somewhat new to the Valley. I mean, you have an unbelievable resume in the arts. You went to Juilliard and you've studied all over. And what does it feel like to be bringing this kind of momentum and national attention to Arizona? And why did you fall in love with Arizona?
You know, I spent my doctoral years out here ages ago and always longed to come back to the desert. I think it's a very special place. When this opportunity came up, I thought, what a phenomenal place to do the work we do. Scottsdale was a leader in the arts throughout the Southwest and on a national level back in the 60s and 70s. And I felt that we could probably get back to that prowess with a little bit of realignment. So it's been 18 fast and furious months since I've come here. It's been a wonderful place for us to now call home. And I am really, really fortunate to work with an extraordinary team. And as you'll see tonight with our presentations, I think we can do some things that really, the sky's the limit for us here.
So for folks who are watching, perhaps here in Arizona or across the country, talk a little bit about the programs, because you really have such a depth and breadth of artistic programs, visual art and music and theater. Talk a little bit about that.
So yeah, it's actually interesting because Scottsdale Arts is a bit of a prototype for a 21st century arts organization. We are a giant umbrella with the Center for Performing Arts, Museum of Contemporary Art, Scottsdale Public Arts, Scottsdale Arts Learning Innovation, our big arts festival in the spring that is going on 50 years now, and our newest event, Canal Convergence, a massive public art festival in the fall that we just concluded this year, and it's ever growing every year. So with all those events, it makes us the largest arts umbrella in Arizona, and we're poised to grow even more. But what's wonderful about this, when all those pieces come together and become aligned, they serve each other and they serve the community to a much greater depth. And I think what happens is the pieces become more than the sum of their parts. Yeah. And I think that's a wonderful thing, really, when you see how at an event like Canal Convergence, our curators facilitate artist talks, the public art folks install these magnificent works, our bookers from the center put out bands there every night, and the entire event staff comes together. Our education staff creates family events and installs these like kids villages, and all of a sudden all that really creates this new sense of community, and I think that's just phenomenal.
So I feel like we're stepping out of the light. Let me have you step up here just a little bit. And I pulled one quote, if I can find it here very quickly. Your wife's going to greet more guests. But you said in a recent interview that I loved, I just wanted to ask you about this very quickly. You said, I think Phoenix is one of the best kept secrets when it comes to visual arts. And you also said, vision has been described as farsightedness and inclusivity. So I assume you're trying to bring all of those things to the Valley. And sometimes I don't think we get the credit that we deserve.
You know, I think Phoenix is sort of regarded as a second city in the arts, and I think we need to change that. We don't have the legacy institutions that, say, Chicago, New York has, but what we have is a vibrancy of freshness and newness and a distinct sense of place. When you're in Phoenix, especially when you're in Scottsdale, you know where you are, you know you're in a Western city, and that creates really interesting opportunities. That creates an interesting dynamic, this really sort of charged atmosphere, right? And I think our artists' work really represents that to a T. So as we're going forward, all we need to do is align those pieces, maybe align the organizations throughout the valley a bit more, and all of a sudden I think we'll explode in the national scene. That's really one of our goals, and I think we're going to do that.
How do you feel tonight?
I feel pretty spectacular. I mean, my wife is a vision in blue. Even I have dressed up and worn a tux. I shaved for the occasion. That's a big thing for me. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're accomplishing great things. It's so nice to be here and to be part of this event. So it's just beautiful.
Thank you, Carey. You're too kind, and thanks for being with us tonight.
Yes, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. You go enjoy. I know you're one of the men of the hour, so I'll let you go. Thank you so much, Garrett. Appreciate it. And as we continue on with our red carpet experience, we'll go ahead and take a perspective shot, if we could, to show you the crowd, because the gowns here are amazing. And, oh, I see some friends coming in. Let's bring someone else. The mayor of Scottsdale and his beautiful wife are here. Hi, Mayor. How are you? Nice to see you. Great to see you. So I know you have been let's step you up into the good light is always a premium, right? So we'll stand in the right area. You've been a proponent of the arts and a huge supporter of building out Scottsdale Arts. So what does this feel like for you tonight? And I know you're very supportive of the gentleman I just interviewed, Garrett, because he brings huge vision.
Gerd has been a wonderful addition, really, for the leadership here in our arts community, and he has really brought a lot of the community together in a way that we really have struggled with for a while. But it's been wonderful. But yes, Scottsdale is an arts community, and we want to make sure that not only do we maintain it, but we continue to enhance it. So it's been just a great ride. But I've been 11 years in the office as mayor, and 4 years prior to that. But I've been here in town for 46 years.
And you're so well regarded, I might say.
We thank you very much.
I don't host a political show anymore, so I can say those fun things without anyone saying, "Wow, you're being partisan." I just think good people are good people, and so I always think that's nice to acknowledge.
Yeah, and in fact, well, thank you very much for that sentiment. I shouldn't probably say yes, it is in reference to that, but nevertheless, it's a great community, and I think it all comes together when people are working together, yes. And there's at least a sense of, a certain sense of order and balance to what we do going forward.
So what do you think about tonight, and for folks who are watching here in the Valley or across the country, what does tonight say about Scottsdale in this moment and in the future? Because I know you always talk about vision.
Well, I'm not sure that, yes, I do talk about vision, but I don't know that it's a perennial topic for me. But I will say that we truly do have a natural vision. We always consider what our past holds for us as we continue to evolve and make sure that we grow and we're a positive community. But you do have to remember what your past holds for you as you look forward to the future. I mean, if you go to the future without considering your past, it's like trying to plant cut roses, It's
Right, I agree. That's a beautiful sentiment. And just asking you quickly, too, I mean, what does it mean for you? You've been such a huge supporter, obviously, of your husband and the growth of this city. So when you look around here tonight and see this moment at this level, what's your reaction?
It's always just fun to be invited and to have a good time with all the people of Scottsdale, and very proud of what Jim's done, and I think Scottsdale's just grown into a more wonderful city than it ever was before.
Thank you guys so much. It's very lovely to see you both.
Great to be here.
Enjoy your evening. Thank you guys very much. And as we continue on with our red carpet experience, we're showing you a little bit of the sights and sounds of this beautiful night. 20th anniversary of SMOCA. The Scottsdale arts community is absolutely booming. I just interviewed a few moments ago the CEO, Garrett Westerman, who is just bringing things to the absolute next level. And now I see my friend here, Brandon Lee. I'm going to bring him up on stage. I will just say this is one of my best friends in the whole world. We used to anchor the news together, and Brandon is currently an anchor for CBS 5 and 3 TV. But more importantly, to the moment that we are in right now, he is an incredible modern artist.
I don't know if I'm quite deserving of that praise, but from Carey Pena, I will absolutely take it. Thank you.
So, B, when you Brandon just moved back here from LA to Scottsdale, and you kind of fell in love with the desert. So when you see this scene tonight and how much growth has happened in the arts community, what's your reaction to that?
You know, it's so incredible, and there's such an appreciation for modern art here in the Valley, especially in the Scottsdale and Central Phoenix area. You know, when I went back to LA, everybody thinks all the amazing artists are in LA, but there's a real appreciation for a good modern abstract art here. I never thought that my artwork would be accepted here. My artwork typically sells in New York and Los Angeles, but I've noticed a lot of interest from people, a lot of that abstract kind of watercolor and splatter paint art and graffiti art. So it's really cool to put one of my pieces in like a really expensive modern home here, because it really, I tell people all the time, people are so afraid to put color and furniture in their house. Everybody wants to stay with the neutrals and the whites. So I tell people that's totally cool, but what you really need is a pop piece of color up on your wall, and that'll really bring your room to life.
So Brandon and I could talk for hours about this, but I'm going to just short form this question. But art has added so much to your life. You wrote a book about difficulties that you've had in your own life. It's called Mascara Boy, and Brandon suffered a lot growing up. But art helped you open up a whole new world of beauty and vision and thinking about what the future could be outside of the past that you suffered from.
It really did. So as a child, I suffered a lot of trauma as a child, and as an adult, it started to come out sideways, and I've been very open about my past struggles with drug addiction. And I was a big drug addict for a long period of time. Come February, I'll have a decade sober, so I'm really happy about that. But it was funny, in the first year of recovery, one of my sponsors told me, he said, B, you need to go to an art store and start creating art. And he's like, are you an artist? And I'm like, no, I've never done art before in my life. I literally went to the local art store, picked up a bunch of paints and canvases, and that's where it grew from there. So when I tell people art truly saved my life, it saved my life. And I am a case that art heals. It really, really does.
So for folks who've not walked through a museum like the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art, not taken in a show, just what would you say to them that potentially people are busy and not everyone can go and look up the schedules and see, but what would you say to them about what it potentially could add for them or their children?
Listen, I tell people all the time, art inspires. If you're sitting at home right now and you're saying, I can't even draw a stick figure, you got an iPhone, right? Go out, shoot a picture, print it on canvas, paint on top of it, and frame it. It's art. Art is all what you see. It's all about letting your inner emotions out. And if we don't let those emotions out, we're not doing ourselves a favor. We're bearing all that inside of us. Get out there, draw something, go experience art. Because when I went to museums, I was like, I want that. Wait, I can't afford $250,000 in my house. So you know what? Mimic it. Go home, try to create it yourself.
Well, and you're talking about a lot of high-end art, but just to be clear, I mean, art comes in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. I mean, you know, you can, whatever you can afford adds beauty and culture and color to your life.
Absolutely, and I'm telling you people, just go out there, pick up some canvas, pick up some paint, and let yourself go wild. Put it up on your wall, and I guarantee you people will be like, where did you buy that? And you're like, I created it. I actually am creating a series of stick figures, and that's just my way to tell people, I'm going to make a stick figure. I'm going to put it up on a wall. I'm going to call it art, and to inspire other people.
I love you so much.
You're the best. You're the best. Mwah.
He is one of my best friends. It's starting to rain a little bit, but you know what? Come rain or shine, I'm going to stand out here and bring you guys this live broadcast because this is such a beautiful, important night. And speaking of nights, Doctor, how are you?
I'm terrific.
Introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm Robert Knight.
Well, it was funny because I said it's beginning to rain, but come rain or shine, I'm going to stand out here in this starry night. And you said I'm Dr. Robert Knight, which is so that makes perfect sense. Let's move a little bit over here. And you have been instrumental, and I know you're very humble, but you believed in this vision long before others did. When some said, hey, that's a museum in the desert, people don't care about art over there. And you said, absolutely, they do.
Yes, and you know, it was a very exciting time, and I cannot believe it's been 20 years. I don't know where the time goes, but you know, it was one of those situations where we just had a magical group of people that came together, so smart, so committed to the project and to make it happen. And you know, a contemporary art museum in the most western town was kind of a tall order, but it certainly worked out. And, I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Why were you so committed to that? Why did you think that it was going to be something that we could build upon?
Well, it's a great question. We started as a multidisciplinary arts organization in the Center for the Arts building, and we had galleries in there, and we kept trying to cannibalize any space that we could get to display art, and we were always looking outside the building for a way to expand, and we were looking at the Galleria and other opportunities around town, and then one day we're just walking by this United Artists 5 theater and thought, wow, location perfect, adjacent to the Center for the Arts, and it just made perfect sense. 5 rectangular spaces that just worked.
It's just absolutely beautiful, and I can't see our monitor right now, but if we're able to show folks some of the wide expanse shots, because this is just gorgeous with the Murmuration exhibit behind us. But what would you say to people about, just in general, about having a vision and believing in something and staying with it, even when people don't think you're right?
Well, that's always the challenge, because you're never going to get 100% buy-in on any project that you do. But, you have to believe in it. And we really modeled this whole thing after the very successful Museum of Modern Art in New York, which focused on art, architecture, and design. And we really wanted to blur those boundaries between the beautiful sculptural buildings that we have, design elements, beautifully designed elements, and then fine art. And so, obviously, we're a far cry from the Museum of Modern Art, but for us it was just really exciting and a great opportunity to do something a little different.
So when you look around here right now, after all these years of your hard work, just tell me what you're feeling.
Oh, I'm telling you, it is just such an honor, and I am so humbled to be here this evening. I got a call saying, oh, would you come to this 20th anniversary party? And I'm like, absolutely.
Like I'm the star of the party.
I didn't mean that. I was just
no, but of course.
Like, oh, this is so incredible. So
everyone speaks so highly of you because you were determined with your vision. I read several articles about it, and just how you said this can be something.
And again, it's just this amazing community, and I thank you, Carey, for all you do to support arts in the Valley, because it's so important. It's really what makes a vibrant city all that it can be. And so, I tip my hat to you, because I really appreciate it.
And one final question, because this is just near and dear to my heart. I know we're here, and and everyone is gorgeous and glittering and fancy. But one thing that is really important to me is art touching all corners. It's not just for the folks who have money. I mean, it's bringing arts into the schools that are underserved and to kids who really need to see something bigger than what's in front of them in that moment.
Right, and there's such an emphasis on STEM, the science, technology, and that, but we always say we need to call it STEAM and include arts in that mix, because it really does teach a whole nother, utilizing different parts of your brain and thinking differently and thinking creatively. I mean, that's all sciences, all mathematics have creative aspects to them, and the more we can encourage that and enhance that, the better. So, that's part of what we try to do in the arts. So,
congratulations for your role in this incredible night, and for being a visionary, and for caring about your community.
Well, you are phenomenal too. I really appreciate it. And again, what a great supportive community this is. I hope people understand and appreciate how unique and how phenomenal this place is, Scottsdale, Arizona. So I thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Knight. I'll see you on the dance floor. I see a lot more VIPs coming up here right now. I'm going to take a quick note here and see Sean Daniels, who is standing by. Thank you, my great producer is standing by, because we have so many folks here. We'll have you. Hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, nice to see you guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. We'll move you right up here on our mark. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I'm Michael Seiden. I'm president of the board of Arizona Citizens for the Arts.
Hi, my name is Sean Daniels, and I'm the artistic director of Arizona Theater Company.
Just tell me what your impressions are of this night and how important this night is in building on the momentum that we have going here in the Valley.
Well, I think, the arts are crucial in terms of what happens here, in terms of education, in terms of quality of life, and I think an event like this really puts it front and center in terms of what's important to this community to be able to do. And it's gorgeous already, right? There are, tons of people here. Everybody wants to be here to support this organization and support Oscar, and to know that the arts are a crucial part of what makes Scottsdale and Arizona one of the leaders in the country.
A lot of people don't know that, and for folks who are watching from the Valley or perhaps across the country, talk about how Scottsdale and the Valley are really at the forefront.
Well, there are so many opportunities for the arts in the Valley, and particularly here in Scottsdale. We really need to continue to promote the arts. The arts are important. I'm both an engineer and involved in the arts, and the arts provide critical thinking skills. We talk a lot about STEM, and that's very important, but the arts contribute to being able to be creative, being able to come up with new methods, new solutions to problems, and we have a very viable arts structure throughout the Valley, from the West Valley to the East Valley, and also through the state. And organizations like Scottsdale Center for the Arts, Arizona Theater Company, and many others are really providing a great service to the people who live here.
So it's a great night for all.
It's a wonderful night. It's beautiful. It's exciting. It's got great opportunities to promote the arts in Scottsdale and the Valley.
And I think just one final note here. I just think, too, beautiful what you said about all that the arts does, but also just bringing community together. And that's what I'm feeling here tonight. It's a sold-out crowd, more than 450 people, I believe. But it's a sense of community, and I think that every community benefits when people come together.
Well, I think also important for the people to realize that Arizona artists are nationally known and recognized leading artists. That there's nothing secondary about being an Arizona artist. That when you come here, you realize this is the best in our country, if not the world, but here at home celebrating tonight.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. It's drizzling just a little bit. Who cares about the hair? I don't. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. And now I see one of our VIPs here, Billy Joe. Billy Joe Herberger is coming up to the stage. Hello, beautiful lady. Come on up. Great to see you.
Great to see you. I thought you were in the rain. Are you in the rain?
A little bit, but like right, exactly. Come rain or shine, I said I'll stand up here because I'm absolutely a supporter of what's going on here in our arts community, as I know you are. And of course, we both love Oscar de la Salas, the chair of this event. But for those of you who don't know, Billy Joe Herberger is, one of the biggest names in the state of Arizona. And I was reading some information about you the other day that I have to share with the audience.
Our audience? Everybody out here?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, okay. I wasn't quite sure who I'm supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, the camera, right there. It's in the black.
Is this it? Oh.
Yeah. But I was reading about you, how you have just continued to build in your community connections, and you're caring for the arts and reaching out to the various communities. What is your inspiration?
I guess my inspiration is, who else is going to do it? I'm the luckiest girl in the world that gets to connect with so many interesting, fabulous programs in our community, and of course all the music and all the dance and all the art. And we live in a fabulous, fabulous area, and I don't have any regret for all the interest and interesting things that I get to do all the time.
Where do you get your energy from?
Me. I got born with it.
Because every day you just are involved in something. So when you're here tonight, looking so gorgeous, we'll show off her outfit. You are a true fashionista. Just incredible. Tell me about your outfit.
Well, I had a business for 15 years in Japan, Water Exercise Japan. Yes. And so, of course, I love all the Oriental flair. Yes. And so when Oscar said gold, silver, blue, and I thought, Oh, I think I know what I can bring out tonight. I mean, this is so old. I've had it 25 years.
Vintage.
Yeah.
I'm wearing vintage too. Vintage by Misty. Yes. There's an award named after you tonight. How much does that mean to you?
It means the world. It is so special, and this is the first time for this award to be given, and I get to present it, and I'm thrilled, and it's so deserving. And for Scottsdale, you know, we have everything. Downtown Phoenix everything is, you know, lots of Herberger stuff, but Scottsdale, woo, this is kind of the beginning. Yes, I love it.
Big things are happening
here forever. Yes. Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay, no problem. A little rain, a little lights go out, but Billy Joe knows as well as everyone the show must go on.
And all these girls are just waiting. Carey, I love talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
And before you go, I just want to ask you one final question. What do you say to the artists and the dreamers?
Keep it up forever and ever, and we couldn't live without you.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Okay,
thank you. So we continue on. I see a lot of VIPs lining up over here, and my producer's handing me some more name cards. Let's see. Oh, let's have Madonna Newman come on up here. It's just a beautiful night out here in Scottsdale, Arizona, as we've been talking about the Scottsdale Arts event. Sold out crowd, upwards of 500 people, benefiting all of these arts organizations and celebrating the 20th anniversary of SMOCA, the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art. Hi, ladies. Come around on this side. Right here. Yes, no, it's just how we structured everything. So I want everyone to have a good side. So let's step on in here and go ahead and introduce yourselves to the crowd if you will.
My name is Madonna Newman.
And
Linda Martin.
And Lisa Pagel.
So ladies, tell me about your association with this event and why you think this is so important.
Well, first of all, I'm very passionate about the arts. Because of very generous individuals, they have the opportunity to offer amazing individuals that aren't able to get to the arts so that's why we're giving back tonight.
Outreach. I mean reaching deep into the communities. And what about for you?
So for me, I am an interior designer, and I'm known for my focus being in homes. They look at it and say it's art. It's always art. And I am a very strong advocate of real art, not prints that are from Monet. I love Monet, but honestly, most people don't have one in their home. So I think there are always emerging artists. There are always people who have not necessarily been recognized, and I feel like the arts really are what make our homes individual and feed our souls.
And I feel like this is an important point to make, and I've reiterated this a few times, so I apologize to our viewers not to be redundant, but it doesn't have to be some super expensive thing that can add beauty and life to your environment.
And not only that, you purchase what you like. It may increase in value, but every artist at some point in their career was an emerging artist. So supporting arts and existing established artists as well as artists that are newer into the scene are very, very important, and I think Scottsdale does a very good job of doing it.
Well said. And Lisa, let me step you up here just a little bit so we can get a few words from you as well. So you have long been a supporter of the arts and fashion in this community. When you look around here tonight, what does this night mean to you?
Well, it's so important to support the arts locally. Scottsdale, Phoenix, our community is better because of the arts. So we have to support it. It brings so much joy to so many people. And I feel like nights like this are important because it brings a community together to support.
That's what I was just talking about a few minutes ago. Thank you, ladies. And before we go, can we show a shot of the fashion, Carlos? Can we show a shot of the fashion? So people are turning out the fashion tonight, and just tell me quickly about your dresses. Oh, thank you, Vintage by Misty, I have to say. Yes, so tell me about your outfit.
So I am wearing vintage Lily Rubin Salon, of course, Vanna White.
And I'm wearing something I could find in petites.
And I have vintage Ungaro, and then the handbag was my mother's. So it's
beautiful. Oh, in honor of your mom. I love that.
Vintage jewelry. These were my mother's in the late 40s.
A lot of vintage going on tonight. Absolutely. Thank you, ladies, so much. Have a great time. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yes, thank you, guys. So we are, let's see, we are only 30 minutes into our live broadcast. We have quite a long line of people who are going to come up here and do some interviews with me. It is raining just a little bit, but still a superb night. Hello, Oscar de la Salle. Go ahead. You know you want to come up here.
I know. I want to see the best dress. Oh my God, here we are. You guys should have been here, right? We still have a waiting list of 29 people. It's about to rain, or it's raining, and we're going to proceed into the hall. But thank you, Carey, for everything.
Yes, it's a beautiful night, and everyone's having so much fun. So let's bring up a few more guests. Stay with me for a second. Go ahead, introduce them as they come up.
It's raining. Kate Spector and Joe Spector.
Here. Hi, how are you? Introduce yourself to the crowd if you would.
Hi, I'm Kate Spector.
I'm Joe Spector.
Better light, good light is important, right?
Be a mom and follow the light.
So tell me about your support of Scottsdale Arts.
Well, I think, first of all, I'm the president and general director of Arizona Opera, and Katie and I are proud.
I've seen you perform, and you like shut the house down. Your voice is so amazing.
And really, we're just proud to be out here supporting our colleagues at Scottsdale Arts. You know, it's a tight-knit community in the arts here, and we're here for this beautiful night, and nature's giving us a little bit of a show here, and we're just proud to be just Joe and Kate tonight and showing our support for a great organization.
And forgive me if I don't say this correctly, but you're a trained soprano, right?
Soprano.
So but you're like, I can't even tell you guys her voice, and your story is amazing, and you care so much about art and culture, and just because you had a serious health battle, and you said singing and music and culture got you through that.
True. I had open heart twice, and they told me that I would never sing again after my first open heart, and I just knew it wasn't the case, and it was really my love for music and singing and my family that got me through that. But it is absolutely the arts, and I love to be able to tell my story artistically through singing and through just stand-up, cabaret.
Yes. And what do you think that a moment like this, all these 500 some people coming together to support the next phase, 2020 for Scottsdale Arts, what does that say?
I think what it says to me, and just sort of reflecting on Kate's story, I think nights like tonight remind us that no matter what our hardships are on any given moment, that art brings us together and provides us meaning and beauty. And it's so special that we have organizations like Scottsdale Arts to provide that context for all of us, because everyone's got their battles to fight, and art helps us get through those battles.
It really does. Thank you both so much. I just, if I was a little more bold, I'd be like, just sing. The rest of our live broadcast will just be you singing.
I'll give you a note.
And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And congratulations on your great work here in the Valley as well. Appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful night. Thank you. And there I see so many friends of mine coming in. Come on, Javier. Let's get you up here. Come on. This is another one of my former colleagues, and he's an amazing person, and his beautiful wife. So it's raining, but you know what? I've been told that if you put an umbrella up on a live broadcast in the rain, you're a super big wimp. So I refuse to do that, because I'm going to...
I've already called for Bentley to come stand by you and hold the umbrella. So that's coming. It's coming. We're working on it right now.
My hair starts getting drastically curlier in the next few minutes. How are you, girlfriend?
Good, I'm good.
So tell me about tonight. So Javier is one of the MCs tonight, and just what does this night mean and say, do you think? I mean, you've been in the Valley for a long time now, anchoring the news at 3TV. What do you think that this turnout says about like the growth of arts and culture here in the Valley?
Well, I think once you figure out exactly what it is they do, and that's what's awesome about our job. We're journalists, and so you ask questions, and I've been in the Valley 15 years. However, just learned about, SMOCA and what they do and how they benefit. This is a community effort. I mean, things that I learned about, like, you drive down the 101 all the time. You didn't know that those geckos were part of their art displays that they have all across Scottsdale. The seeds that they plant in young minds for creativity that grow up, and you never know where they're going to be. So this is all about community, and you see the outpouring of support and why they're here tonight. night and what it means for them to be part of the community and raise this money, because it benefits not only the community of Scottsdale, but the entire state of Arizona.
And that's what I wanted to touch on, is the fact that it's 600,000 people that they're touching annually. And I know it's something that means a lot to you guys, but they're reaching into a variety of communities. It's not just the Scottsdale community, it's underserved communities, it's kids, and these are things that we need to reach out and in diverse communities show them that art is something that's accessible.
Yeah, and I love how they reach out to the young kids, especially those with Down syndrome, and they put on this amazing event where it's all kids with Down syndrome, and it just gives them, it empowers them to be part of the arts. And like I said, when you plant that seed, you never know what's going to happen. And I think that's the amazing thing about what SMOCA does, what the Scottsdale Performing Arts does, and the amazing people surrounding it. And listen, let's be honest, Oscar putting on this event, anytime Oscar does something, it's over the top, and you want to be part of it.
Yes. Thank you so much, Javi. And I have to ask you just about your outfit, guys. Can we get a little shot? Oh, they're trying to cover all the cameras because it's starting to rain. So we might be able to not be able to get a perspective shot, but just tell me about just what your thought was, because your outfit's just gorgeous.
I was just going by the inspiration of Oscar, the navy and the black.
And Be Fabulous?
Yeah, exactly.
The Starry Night necklace right there, House of Diamonds, you did an amazing job.
Thank you guys so much. You look beautiful. Love you guys both. Love you guys.
Thank you.
So yeah, we do have a little bit of rain coming in, but I think we're okay, right? What? It's so, but we're going to continue on with a few more interviews here. And I know this amazing lady, Patsy Lowrey. How are you? So I have to get a good perspective shot of you with your hat. So you are, one of the most inspirational and iconic people in the Valley by far. What does it mean to you to see a night like tonight?
Well, it's exciting for me, first of all, because Oscar is so creative and open. So it inspired me to create this outfit.
Yes.
And so
I don't know, Carlos, can we get a shot of this outfit here? Yes, well, let's show Patsy's outfit here because it's just incredible. Tell me, there's one of the cameramen right there. Just tell me a little bit about your love of fashion and art.
Well, fashion defines people, and it's a creative expression of who you are. And I like to have a variety of looks because I am a variety of people.
Yes.
And so that's exciting, and it's starting to rain.
It's starting to rain a little bit, so I don't want to keep you up here too long. But Patsy, I would like to ask you, because you are such an inspiration and you live your life every day like that. What do you think art adds to people's everyday life? People who might not go to museums or who might not be artists.
Okay, it adds beauty, it adds a new awareness of what is around. It doesn't always have to be beautiful, but it adds interest, appreciation. You get a new perception, and hopefully it challenges you to be more interesting, exciting, and open up your world, which is what we're doing tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I want to make sure you get off the stage okay there because it is raining. Thank you so much. It is starting to rain here tonight, but we are going to continue with our live broadcast here. I'm going to bring up, hi, beautiful lady. How are you? You look so amazing. I just was trying to get a look over there. They're scrambling to cover up the. I like to give everyone a behind the scenes of what's going on. It is it's raining, but it's good. You look unbelievable. The whole crew is doing an incredible job because they're trying to cover up all the equipment right now. But just introduce yourself, and you are just an unbelievable talent here in the Valley.
Oh, that's so kind of you, Anita Ling. I am my design, and I just have so enjoyed working with you, Carey.
You are one of them. She's one of the premier interior designers. And so being an artist yourself, and you were also on the committee to create this gala, what does this night mean to you?
It means so much because bringing art to our community, which Scottsdale Arts has done for 20 years now, is everything, right? Because it's a way for us all to really express ourselves. It really is so important, and this is an amazing event, and thank you, Carey and Oscar and everybody that's been so much part of it. So I'm really excited. I feel like we're bringing everything to a new level.
And so much so that you're out here in the rain and you don't even mind ruining your beautiful hairdo.
Yeah, exactly. This little thing that I went together.
Thank you so much, Anita. You've been amazing, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Step up here. So the camera's right there. I know it's hard to see, but we are still broadcasting live, even though a little bit of rain. Rain never hurt anybody. We can handle it, right?
So we're so excited. Anita's got her room makeover, which is amazing, right? You know about that. And luckily, I was with Chef Marcus, also able to donate wine from my private collection.
So tell us a little bit.
Yeah, so they're going to be doing the room makeover, and then there's going to be...
Anita, actually, I'm sorry. Let me just tell folks very quickly, because the people might not know what this is.
This is a kind of a big deal tonight. We're auctioning over a whole Starry Night room makeover. So we have had amazing support from our local community of craftsmen and amazing furniture manufacturers that have all donated great quality pieces that can be bespoken. So it's like a value of $90,000 now, including Robert.
All to benefit Scottsdale Arts.
Yeah. Scottsdale Arts. And so we're going to auction that off tonight, and the proceeds will go to Scottsdale Arts. And it's such a great opportunity because somebody can make their house beautiful while making our community beautiful. It's like win-win.
And
Right,
so
and then
you
there'll
guys...
be a little celebration in the makeover room, and then I donated some wines from my private collection for the winners to enjoy, just to entice it. So it's at Vinum 55. It's a collection of mostly older Bordeaux from France, mostly reds.
Sounds really good right about now. I love it. Yeah.
And this is my wife, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
Amy's a lawyer at Lewis and Roca here in town.
Hi, how are you?
Just if you guys would just kind of each give me a thought on just this night overall. Everyone said there's just a huge committee. I want to let the audience know how many people are on this committee. 43 people on this committee, just a huge committee of community advocates working for this night. And even though we're getting a little bit of rain, that cannot dampen our spirits or our style. So just how do you guys each feel about this moment and this night?
It's really exciting and such an honor to be a part of it, and I'm very thankful.
Yeah, it's super fun, and it's really a beautiful thing, and we're glad to be a part of the community and making it better.
This is so special because it's really a culmination of so much hard work that everyone's been putting in over the last several months, and it's just so rewarding to be able to see everything that's happening for Scottsdale Arts because of it.
And just one final question, and I'll let you guys get out of the rain. But, you know, I've been talking to people, trying to get a little bit more in-depth, because what is going on here is a really big, momentous time for Scottsdale. What do you think building this sort of art community on this level means for the city?
Well, we've been here 25 years, and we've seen it grow incredibly, and the arts has been a big component of making that growth and getting people excited to be here as a city like New York and California. You know, I think arts play a huge role in attracting more people to move here, and Oscar and Anita and all the people who have been fundamental, and yourself, and making that happen. So we're appreciative. Thank you.
And that's a great point. It attracts tourists, and people love to see a community that's thriving.
Culture, because a lot of people thought for the past 10 years, oh, Arizona, Phoenix, there's no culture, but we have it in spades now.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Have a great time. I'll see you. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you guys. Yes, you too. I'll see you guys inside. So we are continuing on. I think we're still good, right, guys? I'm just trying to signal with my crew. They've covered up all the equipment. It is raining, but we're fine. Hi, Chef Marcus and crew. Come on up here, beautiful people. So just to reiterate what's been going on here tonight, it is red carpet arrivals, an unbelievable art experience here for Scottsdale Arts, this 20th anniversary for the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Arts. And a little rain never hurt anybody, right? Like,
we got it.
Oh yeah, we've got it. Just go ahead and introduce yourself to the crowd.
Martz, another Carey. Dina Shacknight.
This gentleman here.
Chef Marcus Ford.
So tell me about your interpretation of what's going on here tonight and how important it is for the community.
Well, obviously, having a Scottsdale Contemporary Museum is very important for the city of Scottsdale. Actually, I worked for this client like 30 years ago when I had an ad agency, and I'm so excited to see it evolve. And then my best friend, Kim Rivera, is the event planner, and my son is on the committee, Cameron Martz. I'm so proud of him.
Yes.
And
it is such a yes, it's such a
nonprofit. I love you.
Because I believe in what what's going on here. And I think that building community is so important, not just for the people who live in Scottsdale, but 600,000 people are touched by the arts. And we're not just talking about the modern art museum, we're talking about the theater and the music and just on and on. So for you, beautiful lady, I mean, what does it mean for you being part of the Valley culture and community?
I think that the arts are so important. I think that they really bring people together, and it's one thing that is not divisive. So in a time in this political world we live in, this is one thing people can sort of unify about. So I think that's a really important piece in the community and for all the people that live here. Everyone benefits.
You know, it's funny because I used to host a political show, and even when you bring up political culture, I like recoil. Like, let's not even talk about that. Let's talk about together.
Positive, and that's which is something that everyone can agree on, and it brings out the best in people.
Thank you both so much. And Chef Marcus is brand new. I'll let you ladies go so you can get it. Yeah. Yeah, let's move you on this side, Chef Marcus. He is one of the most extravagant and talented private chefs. And you've worked for some huge name people, and you've just moved to the Valley. And so what does a night like this mean to you, and what are you thinking?
Well, you know, I'm brand new. So this is my first red carpet here in Scottsdale. I've been here officially 4 weeks. And considering that I'm in the culinary arts, this is a little way of giving back. You know, we have something special on the auction block tonight.
Yes, tell us about it.
Well, I'm contributing to one of the larger auction items tonight. There's an amazing package where someone gets to have their home or a room in their home.
Yeah, we just heard about that. Beautiful.
It's going to be incredible. And I'm going to sweeten the deal just a little bit by branding their house rewarming, if you will. Yes. So whenever they get that whole massive overhaul done, I'm going to come to their newly decorated house and donate a cocktail party for the host and hostess and 20 of their friends and their newly decorated home.
Oh, how nice. It's so beautiful of you to step into town and to really give back like that.
Jump in with both feet. Yes. I can't wait.
Welcome to Arizona.
Thank you so much.
And I just have I have to remember that the next time I interview you, I need to wear about like double the size of heels.
You don't travel with your own pedestal.
So
I gotta put you on a pedestal.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it.
See you inside. Take care.
And I think I have a few, the final last men standing. Hi, everyone. Come on. Everyone else bailed out on me, but I told them I was going to broadcast live until 6:30, and I always stay true to my word. So hi, guys. Well, you're not coming. You're the drink holder, Tom? What's going on with that? So these are my very good friends. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the crowd.
Hi, Andrea Evans from Front Doors Media.
And I am McKenna Wesley, the bubbly blonde.
And I am Marshall Shore, the hip historian.
So all of these lovely people have been a big part of the growth of this community. And as I've been sharing with the audience all night, I mean, this really is a huge moment. The 20th anniversary of SMOCA. And really, like, Garrett is bringing in a whole new innovative spirit. Andrea, what's your take on this event?
Well, just, being on the committee, firstly, and seeing the behind the scenes and what everybody's going to experience tonight is absolutely representation of all of Scottsdale Arts. So it's going to be tremendous.
Yes, someone's breaking glass over there. Does that mean that's good luck, right? It's raining and there's glass breaking, but I think that means good luck. McKenna, for you, having grown up in the community and sort of seen this all blossom, I mean, what's your take on this? There's just such cool stuff going on down here.
There's such cool stuff. It's amazing watching the community grow and seeing everything evolve. I absolutely love being a part of it in any way that I can help. I love being here.
And also, I mean, step right up here. We have to take a look at this. So tell us, first of all, let's just start with the obvious. Tell us about the outfit.
Well, they said Starry Night, so why not go as a starry?
Can you give us a spin? That's not even a spin, that's a shimmy. Like, he went full shimmy mode, right? So obviously you are artistic minded, and one of the things we've been talking about throughout this broadcast is the importance of the arts and reaching out to so many people. I mean, it's not just that this is a gorgeous gala, which obviously it is, with incredible, gorgeous women. This organization is reaching out to hundreds of thousands of people and making a true difference. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, for me, it's like you see the growth of Canal Convergence, bringing in all these different art forms. I mean, tonight we're going to have the squid soups thing, the lights going on. It's going to be a really great night, and what I love is tonight kind of sets the tone for a whole new kind of what's coming in the future. There's some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline.
Well, you just hit it perfectly for me because they're giving me a wrap sign. So you guys all line up. You're going to help me sign off. You're going to do a final shimmy there. So thank you so much for staying with us. We've stayed out here, a little sprinkling, a lot of fun. We're going to shimmy our way home from the Scottsdale Museum of Contemporary Art, the 20th anniversary, the Starry Night Gala. Thank you all for watching and have a great night.